Hello there. Okay. Right, we're going to be doing something a little bit different today. I'm actually going to be painting up some GW stuff. Mainly because I've kind of got lots of this stuff here at home that I don't play with anymore, and I thought it would be nice just to paint it up and maybe sell it. Just kind of put it on an online store and see if anyone wants to buy them once they're painted. I don't like the fact that I bought them a long time ago and never painted them. I feel like I should at least paint them. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of use them as a bit of an experiment to kind of get used to painting my airbrush a bit more, and also to play around with my inks. Okay. Oh, great. My YouTube seems to have a horrible chat of some sort of streamer bot thingy-me-jiggy, so I'm just gonna try and figure that one out. If I can get rid of those and block that, that would be lovely. Otherwise I'm just gonna have to leave it for the moment. Yeah, I don't know how to deal with that, so meh. I'll just have this thing saying, find your love here, wonderful, lovely bot. Great. Oh dear, oh dear. Can I, in any ways, get rid of them? Okay. Filtering. There we go. I have no idea how to get rid of them. Lovely jubbly. Flippin' brilliant. I know what I'll do. I'll just refresh. Hopefully I can just refresh that. That'll make it go. Ima var live at you this. My daughter's doing all sorts of. She's supposed to be going to bed soon, I think, but yeah. Okay, there we go. We got rid of those chats on the screen there. For God's sakes, what a lovely start. There's always something, isn't there? Always something. So I'm going to start with this fella here. Hopefully you can see that okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to be spraying, and we're going to be using some Liquitex inks. So we've got an orange for the upper highlights. I'm going to do these in the kind of like the traditional colors of Khorne. Maybe play around with a bit of yellow, and I want a purple. I have one somewhere here. Oh, this yellow might be. I think this yellow is going to be better than that one probably. But these are some of the things we're going to be playing around with. Deep violet. There we go. That one. So hopefully that's kind of the range going up. We probably won't need that many, but I'm just going to be playing around, see if we can find the right kind of look. For the time being, what we're just going to be doing is we're kind of going over and what am I trying to do? We're going to be basically spraying it. First of all, just a very light spray of red. Once the red's in, and then from the shadows, we're gonna just kind of hit it with some purples, and then from the very highlights, we're gonna hit it with some orange and try and get that vibrancy going there. Maybe we'll try and go in and put in a little detailing if I can get my airbrush to do that. My airbrush is a cheapy brush, so it's not the best for doing such things, but I'm hoping to get a better airbrush in the future. But we're going to pretty much go straight from the bottle and give that a go and see, yeah, just see how it goes really. Oh jeez. That's not going to be fun. So I haven't got a very secure location for this airbrush, so it may fall down very easily, which is a worry. But we'll try and fight around that. Hello, Linda. Nice to see you. I'm going to be trying something different today. We're going to be using the airbrush and playing around with these models just to see what we can do with them. So, a little bit of noise while I turn on the airbrush there. Okay, I was just using this earlier to give these guys a bit of an undercoat. I'm just going with a very light grey. So for the time being though, we're going to just have a go at trying out some of the Liquitex inks. And we're just going to put this directly in for the time being. Okay. I'll just see how the airbrush deals with it. I'm hoping I'll come straight through. That's fantastic. Stuff. Oh, I've got a bit of a crazy setup here today. Mainly because I haven't used my airbrush for a while. So we'll give this a go. So yeah, we're just gonna very lightly give this all a red shade. It's coming through quite nicely. I wonder how well we can control that. Oh, kind of alright. It's going to just be strong there for a second, but we'll fix this as we go. First, we'll just get this whole thing red. Gets the paint on there nice and fast. I have the gloves on so I can kind of handle the model a little bit. It's not still going to be not great to handle it, but it's better than bare hands. Right now we just want to kind of get this initial layer of red in. It's very intense red. Once we've got the red in there, we're going to go in and we're going to put in some of the shadows. Now, if we find that the highlights don't go in very well, what we can always do is we can always give a kind of a zenithal highlight with the white and then hit it with the oranges. These are fairly transparent, but sometimes the darker colours can sometimes still overwhelm the lighter colours from showing up when you layer it on. And so you can always use that white to try and get into some of the cracks right now. Right, this is completely experimental. No idea if this is going to work or not. Just try and get all of that there. Don't really want any grey showing right now. And try and do maybe some glows. Maybe a green-eyed glow would be kind of nice against the all of this red. I must say it's kind of nice just in a couple of minutes to have a model entirely coloured. Makes things a lot easier. Wow, that's intense on the screen. Yeah. So there we go. There's one dude kind of all readied up. So I'm just going to pop him to the side to dry. I'm going to just hit these other ones as well. So these are the blood crushers. These are these juggernauts, these great big bull-like creatures from, well, basically from hell. We're going to be kind of hitting them with all of the airbrush here to kind of get some intensity with the colour that we're going for with them. I want them to be as in kind of pretty intense in their look. So I think what we're actually going to do, yeah, looking at this, like the it does look pretty strong as it dries. It may just be because I'm just putting on too much. I'm just not used to using inks. But this is kind of all the experimental. But I think what we'll do is, yeah, we'll go over with a touch of the white, very carefully a touch of the white just to kind of zenithal highlight, and then we'll go over that with the oranges just to kind of create a blend for the highlights. I don't think we need to go with the first vivid red orange. I think we can go straight into the perhaps the yellow orange straight away to try and pick up the contrast. Not sure if you're gonna see much. Okay, that one's empty. So we'll get some more. Sorry if my hand gets in the way a lot. I couldn't get these guys off the base. I was trying to remove everything so I could just paint it all as easily as possible, but these guys just didn't want to come off the base. I think we're pretty decently covered. It's very red. Very, very red. But I must say, airbrushes are kind of fun. And then we kind of already got 3 large models base coated. Man, the airbrush makes this so easy. It's vivid as well. There we go. Now that is again, a super red. Okay, we're almost out of the red there. That's good. Okay. Get into those tracks again. Make sure, certainly from above, that we don't have anything that we're missing. Okay. I think we're pretty red. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna go back to our first one that we were doing, and what we're gonna do is we're going to first just kind of wash out this red first. And then we will pour that one out. Use the pipette just to get as much of that out as possible, so that we can change over to a new colour. And you can leave it in there is one thing you can do, and then you kind of create a natural transition between the colours as it comes through the airbrush. It's not too bad. But yeah, let's give the old purple a go. Now, the inks are quite different from the regular acrylics and things. They just kind of, I don't know. They're much more liquidy, but they're kind of thinner, but at the same time hold so much of the intensity of the colours, which is kind of neat. So now, okay. So now I'm gonna just tighten up my little nozzle here, so that we kind of reduce the airflow that's coming through. I'm just going to spray out the red that we've got, and hopefully it will start to turn purple. There we go, there's the purple that I want. There we go. So yeah, I've got the purple one there on my hand. What we're going to do is just turn this basically upside down. Hit the underbelly of that. So we just kind of create some natural shadows, hopefully. I don't know, it looks intense on my screen in terms of the colour, but In front of me it looks nice. And just wherever there's any kind of points which are meeting, I'm kind of just running a little bit of the purple across it. Just to kind of exaggerate some of our lines there. Okay, not gonna overdo it with that. I'm just gonna kind of keep it there for the time being. So we just got a little bit of that in there. Next ones. I don't want to do too much. It's harder on this one because I can't get into every angle as easily. There's already a lot of chipping going on as well, so that's something we can fix with the brush later. Gotta be very careful about handling. I feel like shadows might build, and we're just kind of putting in a little bit of purple. Helps give a bit of an ominous look. Yeah, it's kind of annoying that this one's chipping so quickly. Maybe I just didn't leave it long enough to dry a lot of the colours. don't know how well you can see that one on the screen there, but my screen is showing up very bright. But hopefully it looks okay. My restream software seems to look okay. It's just my OBS is showing up really bright. This is the one I'm mucking up a bit. Oh, that's okay, I guess. A bit too much there. Okay. That's okay. It looks kind of nice, I think. I think it looks okay. All right, let's come back to you. Make sure. Ugh. It being a really difficult one to control. There's some bits I'm going to have to touch up again a bit later because it's just come off. Learning curves on this. Okay, so I'm generally pretty pleased with the purple there. That's kind of cool. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna get carried away with the purple because it's fun to paint with. Okay, I'm not gonna use the white on this because it's gonna throw it off too much. We are gonna throw in a little bit of that orange yellow. See what happens when we use that. So let's give it a go. Cleaning out a bit of the reservoir here. There we go. And next we're going to go with the yellow next. I'm a bit worried that this purple is going to kind of mix with it too much. try and get rid of as much as possible. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. So let's try this yellow. It's kind of orange yellow. Okay, looks like we got the yellow through now. I'll leave you to the side for a moment. I'm going to try one of you two. This is just going to be on some of the slightly highlighted areas. Just to kind of give a bit more intensity. Sorry, you can't see that. Coming out a bit splotchy because I got it on too low a setting, I think. Yeah, we'll just have to do that. Okay, that hopefully gives us a bit of a fiery looking fella. Should be alright. It's pretty intense. Right, next one. Yeeks. Once these guys have got this coat on, I'm kind of going to leave them to dry for a while. We've still got the riders to do as well. So this is actually blowing away a bit of the previous layer, which is not good. So we'll be a little bit careful. I may have to apply some of these later. Probably because I just didn't do a very good base coat, to be honest. I should have spent a bit more time getting a decent base coat on the whole model. But yeah, he's going okay. Yeah. not overdo the effect. I think that's pretty good. I'll leave them there to be nice and vivid. Right, next we're going to be doing a touch of, we're going to go back to our red and we're going to go over these demons. I'm going to leave their weapons and their horns or whatever. I'm going to use them to hold on to the model as I give them a spray. Okay, so we're going to go with the red again. I need to sort out a better stand for this so it doesn't fall constantly, or at least it doesn't want to fall constantly. Would be nice. Oh, come on. So there we go, I got the red again. So I'm going to get this fella. These guys are the bloodletters. These are like little red demons. There's one. Ooh, this guy's dancing around. Something kind of relaxing about using the airbrush. You just kind of see it placed. It's a very different beast to using a regular brush, and it's definitely something I'm not so comfortable with yet. But I hope to experiment a bit more. I feel like I got somewhat the effect that I'm looking for with those first Blood Crusher Juggernauts, but still like a bit alien to me how to properly use these things. You're done. Next one. Okay. You know what, this cheapy little airbrush is really kind of doing me proud for what I'm using it for. It won't be able to do like the fine detailing or like precision spraying that I might want to do in the future. But in terms of just getting a lot of work done, it's great. Alright, I think I need a drink. I've got my drink here, so cheers. It's nice. And using the inks is nice because you find there's a lot less clogging with the airbrush. I try to thin my paints properly and things, but they still can, when going through the airbrush, they can still kind of clog very easily. The inks run through it a lot more smoothly, so you get a lot less clogging. It means you can kind of keep going with your painting, which is nice. Just wish I had a proper stand to make the bloody thing stand up nicely. There we go. There we go. That purple's coming through now. kind of you done. I haven't done enough red on that guy, I don't think. Should have come back and done another pass of red on him. Okay. It's funny. I do find these inks do dry lighter than I expect. So when I put it on first, I'm like, oh, that's kind of an intense dark. And then when it dries, I'm like, oh, it's kind of gone a bit more translucent again, which is a good thing. It's just kind of getting used to that property is a bit weird when with acrylics, when hand painting acrylics and things. The opacity is a little bit different, even unless I'm glazing it right down, but then it's still, the property is very, very different. For the intensity that this has, for it to then dry so translucent is kind of an interesting thing to kind of get used to. Too much. There we go. Okay. I'll be happy with that for now. For those guys. And then we'll finish off with the orange yellow at the top there. Is the final highlight. And then I think I'm kind of done with the airbrush for the time being. I'm going to put those guys away for a mo and maybe try something. Maybe go back and try some a bit more of the infinity that we were doing before. I'm going to have to let them dry. Nice close up of my hand. There we go. Right, last one we're going to try. It's the yellow orange Azo. I'll do that. No, I don't need too much. Should be alright though. So we'll get the last of that purple out. There we go. Okay. I got a little intense dude there. Move out the way for a moment. Okay. Ah, it's pretty intense. I like it. Lots of intense models there. Okay, another intense little dude there. No. So overdid it there. Okay. Right. Well, the next thing, all I can do is kind of let them dry for the day. And then we'll come back to all of these later. Oh, I thought something just broke off. It was just a cover. There we go. Hey. Right, that's got us started on the blood crushers, making them nice and bright and bright. Right, the next thing we're going to be doing now is, rather than painting next, we're going to have a look at the beginner category of the competition that I entered. I entered in at the intermediate level, but they've got the categories now. You can start voting for all of the different models, all the different entries for the Reddit mini painting competition. So I thought it might be nice to have a quick look at the beginner category and see how they look. First, I got to just clean my airbrush. There we go. So, I'm going to get this ink out first. And get some of that out. There we go. And I'm just going to take off the nib for a moment. We'll just run the needle. I'll try and do this just very quickly. I'm going to do a proper clean of this later. However, for the moment, I'll just run this one through a few times. I'm finding like a little makeup brush is great for helping you just clean your airbrush. Helped me get rid of a lot of the mess that had kind of actually caked up and was preventing me from actually getting any paint out for a while. And got this thing basically painting like it was brand new again. So thank you, makeup brush, or makeup sponge. So yeah, I'll give that a proper clean later. For the time being, we're going to jump onto the computer, and we'll be doing a couple of different things. Got to release all the air out of me airbrush tank. Just bear with me while I make a horrible noise. There it goes. Whee! And we're basically released. I hope. More or less. There we go. Yeah. We're out. Great. And that is my airbrushing done. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. Right. Gonna set up the computer to display the competition that we're going to be looking at. I'm going to reposition myself a little bit as well. Sure. Let me just pull this up. Let's see here. Okie dokie. Oh, hold on. Where's the... Ah, there we go. Good, good, good. Right. Hold on. Switch my account. Just a moment. I've got to just get into the Google form, the correct Google form, so that we can have a look at everything. Okay. I think I'm in here. Alright, so let me see if I can figure this one out. Do I go to this one? No, I don't go to that one. Although that one's probably going to be a bit better. So I'm just going to get a new source, and we're going to do a not display catch, browser source, I guess. The new source, and oh no, what's that? We're not going to have that, so bye bye. Just say bye bye to that one. Sorry, this is very, very poorly. Okay, yeah, window capture. There we go. That's source. And we're gonna get. There we go. This one done. Okie dokie, and I'm just gonna. We're gonna miniaturize this a little bit. Whee. To be like there, so you can see that there. I'm just gonna bring up my camera. There we go. So you can see me at the top there. Hello. Right, we're gonna move it around a little bit. I can turn you off for now because we're not gonna need you. And so I can unplug that one. I'm gonna move you around. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Make some space. Dr. Feelgood, some good British blues bandy goodness. Ooh. And you get to see the back of my room there. There we go. Okie dokie. Right, we're going to have a kind of a quick look through some of the beginner level painting in the Reddit competition. Now, the competition has some really good paint jobs going on this year. There was a lot of people entering, and it's just really good quality painting from a lot of people. So we can see here with this one, I got that one there, and I'm gonna open up a new window for a second, and just get my chat up just in case I miss anything. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we'll just do this one quickly, just because I can't paint at the moment whilst everything else is, all the paint is drying for the day. So we'll have a quick look at the Reddit competition. This first entry here for the beginner category, it's pretty nice, to be honest. Hold on, let me just turn down my music because it's a little bit loud in my ears. There we go. It's a pretty good job for a beginner level. Pretty clean painting. I mean, obviously it's very simple colors. It looks like it's just like gold paint and a wash thrown over it. But where you have a differential of colors, it's pretty good. A little bit rough on where it goes from one color to another color, and so you don't have quite that separation. So the wash is done fairly thin, and it's not cleaned up at all. So you don't really see those breaks between seams. You can see here it kind of just blends right across. But a good start there. I gave that one all 3s there. So yeah, they get voted on composition, execution, and palette. Composition, kind of like where your eye is drawn and how it feels when you're looking at it, I guess. Execution being the quality of the painting, and then the palette, the choice of colors and contrasts and brightness. So I could have perhaps gone down lower on the palette, perhaps just because of the lack of contrast that was in it, but no, that's fine. This is beginner level, so that was a good beginner, I thought. This one's quite nice because it does draw your eye up to the face here, which is pretty good, and they've done a lot of little blending here. You can see the brush strokes, and some of it's a little bit messy, but for a beginner level, this is really super, and the base is very nice as well, with all the tufts and the earth colors and the skull. So this one I was pretty pleased with, I think. So yeah, I gave it pretty high scores. To be honest, I should have perhaps. I'm kind of. I think the palette was maybe just too bright. It was a bit too busy for my eyes. Here, this one looks like it's a really small model. I can't remember if it was or not, because I checked the Imgur gallery to be able to check the size against other bottles and things, but it's a very small one, I think. Yeah, it was kind of painted nicely. Palette's okay. It's nice colors, I think, and it does draw your eye to the face, which is good. And you can see they've done the eye pretty well as well. But I felt there was a lack of technique being used in a lot of the areas. It's very flat. So the execution there kind of got dinged for that for me. This one's kind of got quite a lot going on in it in terms of its kind of textures and colors and things, which is very good to see. I think it lacks a little bit of the contrast in its shading in places. So although there is a lot of this color and differential type stuff going on, each section itself is lacking depth. That would be my one concern with that one. But it's pretty good. Here, this vampire lady thing is looking nice, but I found it hard to know. My eyes kind of get drawn to the blade more than anything else, and I don't get drawn to the face at all. The paleness and the lack of contrast in the face means that I'm not looking at the face at all. I kind of get drawn around here and around here, and so I just, the composition for me wasn't really selling it so much. This, I should perhaps not. I've got to be careful. There's some not safe for work stuff, I think, in here. That one's kind of, it was giddy safe, but I think actually I'm going to have to perhaps rethink about this approach. Because I don't think I'll be able to show some of these thinking about it. I just remember there are probably going to be a couple in here which are not good to be streaming. So I might have to leave it at that, actually. It's kind of a short stream today. I was hoping to do a bit more of this and actually get a bit more painting done, but I've got to let that stuff dry, and I think I've got to help my daughter get to bed and things. I don't know if she's fallen asleep or not. Hopefully she has. But yeah, okay, I'm just going to leave it there then. Bit of a strange one today. Oh, a little bit off, but it's all good. I did get the new video up on the YouTube channel for the third part in my Orpheus story. So if you want to check that out, please go over to youtube.com/zombie sashimi, and you can check out my videos on there. But thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for the stream. Sorry, it's a bit of a weird one. I'm trying new things with doing some spray work with the inks, and that was kind of fun to do. Gonna have to rethink how I do the thing that I was just doing. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.